Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody? Yeah, doing good this morning? Happy Coffee Chats. Today is January the 28th. I'm glad you are here. I'll let you know what's going on for the week and then I'll hand it over to Jeff as usual. I want to let you know, Pat brought to my attention, let's see, she was looking at the menu, the meal menu, and it looks like the menu on for next month, the date for the birthday dinner is wrong. It's actually on the 18th. So it's, generally it's the birthday dinners fall on that third Tuesday. So if you take a look at that, you'll see that date's a little, it's gonna flip-flop with the other Tuesday. So just FYI, that's the case with that. We have a new resident here, and Audrey, do you mind if I quickly introduce you as you're taking a little nibble? We have a new resident here. I've met her, so I thought I would just let her introduce herself. This is Audrey. Audrey, what apartment are you in?
712 East.
She's in 712 East. And how long have you been here, Audrey?
A week.
A week. Just a newbie. Well, welcome. I think you'll have a great time here and you'll find a new home. So welcome, welcome. Okay. All right, I'll let you know what's going on for the week. So up in Marion Hall at 10 a.m., we have Doug Oman back, and he's doing the second part of that focus on American First Ladies. So that's a great topic. So America's Best Loved First Ladies, it's his second part of that at 10 a.m. if you're available. At 1 p.m. is our open art studio. And then, let's see, Wednesday the 29th, we have Mary's Medical Research at 11 o'clock. At 1 p.m. we have our TED Talks on 991. So the three topics for that are how hearing loss could be impacting your relationships, 6 lies that sabotage your success, why we get stuck in life and how we can break free. Also 1 p.m. is our writing group. At 1:30 is 500 and 7 p.m. we have bingo on Wednesdays. Thursday, 9/11, we have our recorded coffee chats if you can't make it. This Thursday, our excursion is a PM excursion. It leaves at 6:15. It's a free production. It's a musical comedy called Lend Me a Tenor. I believe it's a musical. It's a Lend Me a Tenor. It's at the Minnetonka Theater at the high school. So make sure that you are ready to go, and it's open seating because it's a free production put out to the public. It's an open seating, so just FYI, as you get there, I think you'll just be directed to kind of find the seating that fits you. January 31st, Friday at 1 p.m. we have our coffee chats again on 991. If you can't make it today, we have bridge and poker at 1 p.m. 4 p.m. is our happy hour on Fridays. 7 p.m. is our movie. So the movie is Summer Camp. Childhood friends used to spend every summer at a sleepover camp. Years later, they return for a reunion. I have not seen that one. Has anyone seen that one? Summer Camp? I'm not even familiar with that one. Usually I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen that one. That does not sound familiar to me. Well, I hope it's a good one. Let's see, Saturday is the 1st already, can you believe it? 8 a.m. is men's breakfast, 7 p.m. bingo. Next Monday the 3rd is knit and chat, and 7 p.m. is 500. That is what I have. For February, Valentine's, I think falls on a Friday. Yeah, so the 14th, at 10 a.m. if you are available, so there'll be no exercise. We have a very special Lake Strings Quartet here for Valentine's for your entertainment, and that will be in the East Lobby. If you're available, please come and enjoy this quartet. They're quite lovely. So that's a special thing going on next month. In addition, I'd like to do a fun kind of pop-up Valentine's craft maybe decorating cookie thing on that Valentine's as well, and that will there'll be more information to come, but that will be in the afternoon on February the 14th. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a punch and cheese and crackers, or while you're doing fun projects. I'm not quite sure. I'm still kind of planning it, but just keep heads up for a fun event on the Valentine's Day, February the 14th, this next month. All right, that's what I got for you. Any questions, everybody? No? Okay, all right. Thanks for your time. I'll hand it over to Jeff.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay. In the early 1930s, a young inventor came up with an idea for a little gadget which could be installed in an automobile. When the inventor tried to sell his idea to his favorite gadget builder, the guy didn't want to build it. He was afraid Congress would legislate against it because it would be distracting to drivers. But the inventor was persuasive and convinced the guy to build 100 of these little gadgets, which were in the front of the factory in just 10 minutes. A multi-billion-dollar business was built on this little gadget, and you'll hardly ever see a car without one. That was, what was this little thing called? Huh? We heard radio, rear view mirror, windshield wipers.
What was the date?
1930s.
Light dimmer.
Light dimmer.
Steering wheel clip.
What if I told you in the 1970s this fellow invented the 8-track player as well? It's the radio. Very good. Okay, let's see. There is a $5 football board for the Super Bowl up at the East Desk if anyone's interested. How many of you have Netflix? How many of you have seen A Man on the Inside? Max, what do you think?
I think that it was terrific. It reminded me a lot of the...
Terrific.
I like
Fred? Susan? Like it? I'll give you the premise. Ted Danson is retired, and he's been a widower for a year, so he's trying to find himself a little bit. And a ruby necklace goes missing at a retirement community in San Francisco. And the son hires a detective agency to find out who stole the necklace. Well, the detective agency says we need somebody on the inside, hence A Man on the Inside, and guess who they hire? Ted Danson. It's very, there are lots of similarities to Ridge Point. It's pretty cool. Wouldn't you say? Those up, did you? Yeah. Yeah, it was very good. Okay.
What about the manager? What kind of a person?
The manager is a very cute, stunning brunette. That's why I like the show so much. The manager of Ridge Point is a short, fat Norwegian, so it's not all the same. Okay, I don't know that I have anything else. You got your CRPs yesterday, Certificate of Rent Paid. I'm just going to go through that with the new people so you know what that is. The state of Minnesota offers a refund of certain amount of property taxes to renters. Now, homeowners have always long had the advantage of being able to deduct their mortgage interest off of their income tax. Well, to give renters an incentive to rent, the state of Minnesota decided to give people a portion of the property taxes back to renters. And to prove what you paid for rent, you get that CRP from a landlord. We're required to hand those out by mail, so don't lose them. We prepared them a little different way this year, so it's not going to be as easy to make copies. So should you need a copy, it might take a few days. For now anyway, we're hoping to get that resolved. But long story short, don't lose your CRP. Treat it like a W-2 or a W-4 from when you were working. I always get W-2 and W-4 mixed up. We get the W-2 from our employer, right? The W-4 is what we fill out to let them know we're legit. Does anyone have any questions on anything? Everybody satisfied with who's going to be in the Super Bowl?
No.
No, me either. Who said who cares? You take a seat in the back, okay?
Is there a Super Bowl party?
I don't know. Is there a Super Bowl party?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, I guarantee that there would be one, but I don't know if the council is doing it or not.
He was there.
I don't know. Is the council doing a party? No. So you're on your own. I mean,
On Sunday?
there are,
I've got my own Super Bowl party. Sorry, Cliff.
I have one thing and then I'll get, hold on one second. Now I already forgot what the hell I was gonna write down.
Sunday.
Oh. Okay. There are different groups at Ridge Point. And the one that I'm thinking of is Knit and Chatter. And Knit and Chatter gets together every Monday at 1 o'clock, and they sit and talk, and some knit and some don't, but it's just a good group. And they have, over the years, made mittens, caps for different orphanages, and I know that's not the right PC way to say it, but to needy children and things and all that stuff. Well now, and they posted a thank you note that they received from one of the organizations for which they donated hats to. And somebody took the thank you note down off the bulletin board. That's one thing. If we have something to toot a horn about for those 5 ladies, I think we should allow them to do that. The other thing is, well now they're thinking of disbanding because they don't have a lot of knitters, just because there's only 4 or 5 people now doesn't mean there's not going to be 10 or 12 down the line. And there are many, many things that we do here. 5 is okay. If you've got 4 kindred spirits with which you can do whatever it is, be it stained glass or what have you. Patty, how many people do you get for stained glass classes?
Oh, you're thinking, are you thinking about Beverly Parks perhaps? Or my...
Patty, what do you teach? What do you? Patty Eckenrode.
Do you do stained glass?
Do you do stained glass?
I think you're thinking Beverly Parks. And she probably...
All right.
But I know...
Let's forget any of that.
Well, an example would be Lori's, like the...
Lori.
Well, 1 o'clock we have the open art studio.
How many people will come to Open Art Studio?
Probably 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Perfect example. Yeah.
That in no way is a failure. And I don't want us to look at it that way. It is 6 to 8 people going, enjoying themselves, having a good time. Sandy, what did you have?
We have 8 to 16 at Carnival Bandages, but it's not our birthday cake.
Yep, we have 8 to 16 come and roll bandages. We do,
Cognitive health. And we were talking about
Yep.
at Harvard, how it's good to be involved
It's good to be involved in those things. It's healthy, it's fun. Mostly we want to do it for fun. And it's funny how when we do things for fun, they're beneficial to us, to our health, to our physical health, mental health, all that good happy stuff. Okay, that's all I want to say on that. We lost Joe Amato this week. And what I noticed from that is the company policy is not to discuss events of someone's demise or what goes on. There are some things that are just truly, truly personal that we shouldn't discuss. And as we get familiar with each other and understand kind of the boundaries of which we make, we might play a little fast and loose with our rules. And what I noticed over the course of the last week since Joe passed, there's been just a little too much questioning, a little too much discussion for my comfort. And when that stuff happens, then I say to our staff, don't give any details. Just, it's up to the family to divulge what they want to divulge. We do our job, and we're not here to do our job and then explain what we saw, what happened, whatever. That just is not a dignified way to do things. So, what am I saying? I'm not real sure. I mean, let's know that there is a line that we shouldn't cross when discussing personal, certainly, what's the word? Just very, very personal issues. And I just want to respect everyone's privacy, because I know when I go, I don't want you folks flapping about what happened to me. And you will, I know. Who said that? Gail? She's already talking about my demise. Okay, any questions on that? Did I even make any sense? No? I'm getting close. Okay, that's all I care. You folks can connect the dots enough to figure out what I'm trying to say. Okay, birthdays. Today is what, the 28th?
Yes.
Tomorrow, Mitch Moshe has a birthday. On the 30th, Pat Sullivan. Look at all the birthdays in February. On the 4th, we have 3. I wonder, does anyone know, is there a date on the calendar where we have more than 3 birthdays? Sylvia Sharon, Sandy Epstein, Madge Anderson on the 4th, Stuart Powers on the 5th, Frida Golden on the 6th. What's that going to be for Frida? 62?
That's right, 62.
98? 97. Okay, and were there no anniversaries in February? Oh, okay. Let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Have a good week, everybody.